Mama Ruka's Pizza Shop, Stewart Collision, and by attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS. From Uniontown High School, it's time for high school basketball action here on WMBS, the Triple M High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live. Tonight, the 14-0 Uniontown Red Raiders take on the 10-5 South Allegheny Gladiators. Brian Moroznak alongside Steve Super, Billy Dice behind the camera on our Facebook Live video feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davison Davis Attorneys Law Studios. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. And Steve, Uniontown coming off a 64-52 win over Southmoreland yesterday. South Allegheny should be a pretty good test again tonight.
Yeah, real good test. They've had a lot of, games they've lost have all been by a couple points or less in an overtime game, so they've had some tough break losses, but they've been in it pretty much every game they've played, so they're coming in here hoping to test the Red Raiders and come out here with a tough road victory, non-conference if it is, but still two good teams matching up. This will be good for playoff seeding later.
And you're right, Steve. 4 of the 5 losses for South Allegheny, either in overtime or by 2 points or less. A pretty balanced team. They have 4 players averaging double figures per game, led by Drew Cook and Cameron Epps, who are averaging 15 points a contest.
Yeah, they got some pretty balanced scoring there. You look at Mikalski there, 12.7 a game too. So they've got a lot of guys that are averaging close to 10 points a game or more. And of course, it's pretty balanced scoring. But after that, you don't see a lot of points on their ledger there. Just a couple guys with 3 here and there. But so it's pretty much a 5-6 man rotation for the Gladiators coming in. And the Red Raiders, Brian, have been terrific all season. Last night, another good, hard-fought victory against a gritty Southmoreland team. And that was a pretty fun game to watch last night.
Jameer Braxton played well again for Uniontown at 14 points. Now has 962 for his career. So he's 38 shy of 1,000 now for his high school career, and a good opportunity to get that this week with the Red Raiders still having 3 games remaining on the docket between now and Saturday.
And that was 14 points when he got taken out midway through the second quarter because of a second foul that he picked up when the game was still close, so Coach had to take him out, so he didn't get the full game, game. Of course, it was not really a blowout game where they were putting in subs at the end, so he would have might have had up to 20 if he wouldn't have had those couple early fouls.
It's certainly a big game for playoff seeding as well tonight. South Allegheny playing out of Section 4 and 4A. Of course, Uniontown in Section 3 and 4A in the second half of the conference season will start coming up on Friday. This is one of 2 games in our WMBS platforms tonight. Also, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs hosting the Norwin Knights Senior Night over at Laurel Highlands. And by the way, our live video stream tonight, courtesy of Brewston Chiropractic Studio and Target Safety Solutions. Take a quick timeout. And on the other side, TJ DeStefano and Gary Frankhauser with a preview of Laurel Highlands and Norwin here on WMBS, the Triple M High School Sports Network and Facebook Live.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
This is Jim Detweiler wishing you Happy New Year from Thurby's Riverside Ford. We are pleased to announce our 2023 model year clearance sale. New Ford incentives have just been announced, and we've got some fantastic deals for you. All new 2023 Ford Escape, Edge, and Explorers come with 0% for 36 months. All new 2023 Ford F-150 pickups, the best-selling truck on the planet, come with 2.9% for 72 months. Plus, we just received a fresh load of new Bronco Sports, and they come with 0% for 36 months. We have the inventory, and we have the deals. Thurby's Riverside Ford Sales, your presidential award-winning dealer, located 1 mile past Lady Luck Casino on Route 40. Offer expires January 31st, 2024. Ford credit financing is required. See Joey, Sammy, Jimmy, or Ashley.
Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Hey, maybe it's just time for a new set of dentures. If that's the case, check out Uniontown Dental Associates, located at 7829 National Pike in Uniontown. They can make you new dentures faster than other offices, and in most cases can offer same-day denture repairs. They also offer teeth whitening, clear braces, and single-visit crowns. Just call their office for your appointment today at 724-438-0241 or visit their Facebook page for more information. M&R Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel safely to school in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. M&R Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands basketball team and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call 724-439-3164. 724-439-3164, or stop by their Uniontown office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue.
And good evening now from Laurel Highlands High School on senior night as the Laurel Highlands Mustangs welcome the Norwin Knights. I'm TJ DeStefano along with Gary Frankhauser and Tiffany Kessler behind the camera here tonight. Our pregame show is being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They will get you ready for the game. They are located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Call 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. And our video stream tonight is brought to you by Movement, Physiotherapy, and Stewart Collision. Laurel Highlands, this is a non-section game. They're 0-5 in section play, 2-14 overall. Coached by John Smith in his first season. And on the other side, Norwin, a 1-4 conference record. They're from Section 2 of 6A. They are 6-8 overall, coached by Lance Mayhaw in his third season. Another tough loss on Saturday, Gary, for Laurel Highlands. They have now lost 11 in a row. An 80-57 loss at Latrobe, a non-section game on Saturday, a game where the Mustangs started out pretty quick, had a lead, but as we've seen a lot this year, a lot of turnovers, and then things started to spiral downward there for the Mustangs.
You're exactly right, TJ, and that's not a streak we want to keep talking about, but you have to make known the facts of the situation, and you're right, the Mustangs have had that tendency the last couple games. They played very well against Uniontown in the first half, kept it real close for the first quarter and a half, and really had a strong performance down there against the Red Raiders. But Saturday, the Mustangs were not able to maintain that intensity throughout the entire game, and the concentration and the attention to details is what the Mustangs need to think about. And they have a good chance here tonight against a quality Norwin team, but a team that the Mustangs can match up with and hopefully get on the winning side of the ledger.
Yeah, as I mentioned, 11 in a row loss for Laurel Highlands, yet to win this year. They're averaging 55.6 a game, allowing 68.5 a game. On the other side for Norwin, this is the team, now they haven't played since the 16th of January. That was a 56-50 win over Hempfield. That snapped a 5-game losing streak. They had a game last week postponed against Plum. And this is a Norwin team, a young team, Gary. No returning starters, and the only player with any returning varsity time is Noah Wilson. So, again, a very young Norwin team this year.
And that's something that Norwin doesn't normally have. They're normally a very veteran squad. They have a lot of feeders through their program, through the junior high level and up through the varsity level, and they usually have a very experienced team, so that could be contributing to some of their woes here in the season in their section, but they have had some quality wins also throughout the year, and they're going to be ready to play here tonight, and the Mustangs need to play inspired here this evening on senior night. We have the 5 seniors for the Mustangs are going to be honored, and we hope that'll bring some excitement to this gym.
And they are the seniors: Luka Suchovitz, Damian Pratt, Ethan Koffler, Jaden Ringer, and Shane Layton. So we will join you tonight on our WMBS YouTube page, as well as the South Union Township Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Laurel Highlands and Norwin coming up here at 7:30. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more on our C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night here on WMBS.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Located at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibrations after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignments, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs, including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacement. And their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features in order to keep their occupants safe. That is the reason Target Safety Solutions was originated. The new state-of-the-art facility at Target Safety Solutions is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick and Mike are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at 724-562-2960. That's 724-562-2960 for Target Safety Solutions, located at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Brian Rozek back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. A pair of high school basketball games on WMBS tonight. The Uniontown Red Raiders hosting the South Allegheny Gladiators, and Laurel Highlands having their senior night game against the Norwin Knights. Uniontown got a pretty good battle last night on the road at Southmoreland, taking on the Scotties. And for the first time all season, the Red Raiders actually trailed in the second half after Dom Richter hit this 3 for Southmoreland. Braxton will turn and shoot right in the lane. It's an air ball. The Scotty fans wanted to travel. Nonetheless, they're going to get the basketball back and get an opportunity for the lead from the corner. Richter drains the 3. And Southmoreland in the lead, 36-35. 5:07 left here in the third. Timeout, Uniontown. And after the timeout, Uniontown would bounce back and get a pair of threes from Jeremiah Hager. Torrey Grooms to send it in right to the basket in the Scotty zone. Needs to hurry, floats it in there to Hager. Pulls it back out to Calvin here high on the left. In the corner for Hager, 3 in the lead. Back good, Jeremiah Hager. Nice answer, Steve, for Uniontown coming out of the timeout. Deep 3, far side, Kepper spinning out. Hager the rebound there for Uniontown. The Red Raiders getting a little momentum back here, Steve, as Calvin brings it across over to Hager. Same spot he just hit one from, and he hits it again. Yeah. Jeremiah Hager, couple of threes here in the third. Uniontown up 7, and Frank Messino wants a full timeout. Uniontown will go on to win by a score of 66-54, but certainly a competitive game up at Albertson last night as the Red Raiders improved to 5-0 in conference play. Again, Uniontown in action tonight, hosting the South Allegheny Gladiators. We'll talk to the head coach of the Red Raiders, Rob Kmari, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
For attorney Melinda Delarose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, Attorney Delarose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call Attorney Melinda Delarose at 724-437-3200. That's 724-437-3200, or online at delaroselaw.com.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485
5 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse, their surplus is your savings.
Brewston Chiropractic Studio is the new chiropractic office in town. Located inside Spin Unlimited, just behind the Texas Roadhouse, Dr. Stephen Lint and Dr. Brooke Sova are well-versed in the latest chiropractic and soft tissue techniques to help you get out of pain and functioning at your best. Call 724-912-6505 or go online at www.brewstonwellness.com for more information or to schedule your appointment.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
For funeral services from pre-need to at-need, burial or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family-owned and operated by Rick Gates, former Brownsville resident and Guyville alumni, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers warmth, convenience, affordability, and ample parking. With a knowledgeable funeral director and compassionate staff, the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory are ready to assist you.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Ryan Rosek back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. A pair of games on WMBS tonight. Uniontown hosting South Allegheny, Laurel Highlands hosting Norwin. Being joined now by Uniontown head coach Rob Kmari. And Rob, Southmoreland gave you a pretty good battle last night. Your Red Raiders won the game 66-54. That night you really got a nice effort in the second half from Jeremiah Hager, Kadrian McLee, and Jameer Braxton.
Yes, I really did. It was a really good game, and credit to Southmoreland. We would get up maybe 10 or 11, and they made runs, they made shots, and some of our shots didn't fall, but our defensive effort was there, and we controlled the game. And after Southmoreland did take the lead, we called timeout and scored the next 8 points. So our kids focused, and I think we got better as the game went on. So that's something we're going to build off of. We're trying to play 32 minutes of basketball, and that's our kids are great kids. We're not 100% healthy, though. That's just to be quite honest. But again, kids are stepping up. Kellen played a great game for us defensively and offensively. So we're excited where we're at, and we want to keep going. We play a really good South Allegheny team. Have a lot of respect for their coaches. Their superintendents from Uniontown, Dave O'Donnell, and the principal, Chuck Michaels, is from Uniontown, and one of my really good friends. So we know a lot about their program. We trade a lot of tapes with them, and this is going to be a good matchup for both teams.
You look at South Allegheny, they have 5 losses on the year, but 4 of the 5 losses either in overtime or by 2 points or less. So they're a team that could conceivably be 14-1 at this point of the season.
Yes, they play a tough schedule, just like we do. And at the beginning of the year, when you're trying to play these kind of games or to help you guys to prepare for the playoffs, and again, it's going to be. They have a really good program, and the thing is too, Tori, Jameer, Kyle, they play with these kids. Tori and they played with the S boys for years down at the Mont Valley Summer League, so we're very familiar with them. I'm sure they know us. Number one inside player for them is probably one of the better big kids we'll play all year. So this is a good matchup for us. And again, we want to come out of this healthy and get ready for section play.
Yeah, it's nice actually having some competitive games. You were very dominant early on in the season. Really didn't have too many close games with the exception of Thomas Jefferson. But you kind of need these games that you're going to have a battle in the second half with to really get you ready for the playoffs.
Yes, that's what it is. And again, I thought like last night, the way we controlled the ball at the end of the game, that's something that we do very well, and we're trying to build off of that. So again, it was a good game for us. Our kids spread the floor. They did a good job. Southmoreland did take the lead. We didn't panic. We called timeout, and we got back where we were going. And again, it was a good game. That was a good environment. And Southmoreland's just a really good basketball team. They were 13-2 coming into the game, so that just proves how good they are.
Rob, appreciate your time. We'll see you out at the game tonight.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
That's Uniontown head coach Rob Kmari, and we'll talk to the head coach of the South Allegheny Gladiators, Tony Denzo, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
I'm Bill Martin, and along with my partner Trip Radcliffe and Rob Harper are attorneys at Radcliffe Martin Law. Our primary focus at Radcliffe Martin Law is representing people hurt in accidents. However, we handle workers' compensation claims, estate planning, real estate matters, and class actions. Radcliffe Martin Law is your hometown firm that offers conveniences not possible with Pittsburgh firms and provides better service than those firms. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorneys. 724-439-3930.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Go to 40 Uniontown and trade me in. John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from 7-time President Award-winning 40 Uniontown. Dom, is it true we have over 90 pre-owned vehicles on the lot?
John, we have more pre-owned vehicles now than we've ever had. Cars, trucks, SUVs, we got them. Both Ford and non-Ford, most are certified with factory warranty and competitive rates. So, John, what's new with new?
Well, Dom, I'm glad you asked. Listen to this. All 2023 F-150s have 1.9% for up to 72 months. That's right, XLs, XLTs, Lariats, all models except for Raptor. And get this, Ford has a huge push on all 2023 SUVs with great rates on Escape, Edge, Bronco Sport, and don't forget the Explorer and Expedition. Stop, click, or call for complete details.
Remember, we still offer online maintenance appointments and no-charge pickup and delivery to your work and home.
Your car knows, shouldn't you? That's 40 Uniontown on top of the hill across from Applebee's or 40uniontown.com. Must finance with Ford Motor Credit. Not all buyers will qualify.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com. Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports teams and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Brian Rosek back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Uniontown hosting South Allegheny. Laurel Highlands hosting Norwin, being joined now by South Allegheny head coach Tony Denzo. And, Coach, you enter tonight's game with Uniontown with a 10-5 overall record. We've had some close games throughout the course of the season. In fact, 4 of your 5 losses, either in overtime or by 2 points or less.
Yeah, I mean, there's no excuse. We've been in, I think my assistant and I talked about it after Saturday's game. We've lost 2 overtime games and then 2 other games by 2 points. So, if we get a bounce here or there, or we execute a little bit better here or there, we're potentially a 1-loss team. But, that's part of the process with a long season. We struggled a little bit over the last 3 weeks or a month with, some injury issues, some health. A couple kids got sick. I believe in our last 8 games, we've only had our full starting lineup available to us twice. So that has contributed to a little. We just haven't been able to really get into a flow or any consistency or continuity with our starting 5, and that's plagued us a little bit. But, all in all, I still think, we have enough. If we're missing a guy here or there, that we should have won, the 4 games that I spoke about, the overtime games and the 2 that we lost by 2 points. But, just like I said, hopefully we learn from it. Our schedule has been tough. I like to put ourselves in those tough, games and environments to make us better, and hopefully we learn along the way and we could start pulling a couple of those out here in the second half.
Yeah, certainly a game like this against Uniontown will get you ready for the second half of the conference season. You look at what they've accomplished so far this year, and of course they were in the state semifinals a year ago and pretty much have that whole core group back.
Yeah, they're really good. I mean, they're ranked second for a reason. I mean, they're an excellent team. On the road, this is going to be a very difficult task for us, but like I said, we want to put ourselves in positions like this, to prepare ourselves for, section play the second half, and hopefully we qualify for the playoff spot, and, this will be as tough of a test as we'll have all season long, so, we're going in there with the mindset that we could compete, though. I mean, we've been a good program for the last 4 or 5 years as well, and, I think, as good as Uniontown is, we anticipate to be in the game with them and give them a really good competition, good competitive game.
And you've had nice balanced scoring this year, 4 guys averaging over 10 points a game. It's nice if you can get that balance and not really have to just rely on one guy.
Yeah, it has. I knew going into this year that, we've had really good teams, like I said, the last 4 or 5 years, but I felt that this one had the chance to be as good or if not better for that reason. This is the first time probably in that span where we put 5 people out on the court that could all score. They're capable scorers. We've always had, just an athlete or 2 that, just served as more of a role player for us in the past in that 5th spot. And now this group has scoring ability from 1 through 5. So it's proven to be helpful for us. We hope we can continue that tomorrow night and get contribution from, more than just 1 or 2 guys.
Coach, appreciate your time. Best of luck against Uniontown. We'll see you out there.
See you. Thanks.
That's South Allegheny head coach Tony Denzo joining us here in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Again, Uniontown hosting South Allegheny. Laurel Highlands hosting Norwin. We'll talk to the head coach of the Mustangs, John Smith, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this. Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
At Uniontown Printing Press, they are more than T-shirts. They are about you and everything you love. And they are local. Operated by Mookie John and Kenny Musco, they share the passion with your group, club, or team, the excitement you have for your event or cause, and that makes your business stand out from the rest. Uniontown Printing Press believes that custom T-shirts do more than just make you look good. They help you feel good and inspire you to do good. Call Uniontown Printing Press at 724-366-7095. That's 724-366-7095. Are you down with UPP?
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry would like to thank everyone who voted them best law firm and criminal defense attorney in the 2023 Best in Fayette contest. The T-Berry Law Office specializes in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. Make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry in the T-Berry Law Office. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their new website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office, Small town, big result.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Back with Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith. The Mustangs taking on Norwin tonight. Also coverage of Uniontown hosting South Allegheny. And, Coach, you led Greater Latrobe in your last game 15-8 early on, but turnovers proved costly once again. He ended up falling to the Wildcats on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah. Turnover bug definitely, got us again. We started out the game really well, shot the ball well. Guys did a pretty good job, I thought, defensively. And then it seemed like we ran out of some legs there in the second half. I don't know if it was, those Saturday afternoon games are tough after a cancellation, things like that. But yeah, Latrobe's a good team. I mean, they, obviously had a big win against Gateway before our game, and I knew it was going to be tough sledding for us. But like you said, the boys went out, they played hard. We competed. I think the game was tied at the end of the first quarter, 17-17. And, we just got down and couldn't get back and, made some stupid turnovers. And, par for the course, so to speak. We've improved. Then I think we took a little bit step backwards, but I think the boys will be ready. Come this week. We got 2 games at home, and, we'll be ready to go.
Well, senior night tonight against Norwin. Talk about your group of seniors this year. Obviously, they played behind a really good class a season ago, but they've certainly gotten an opportunity to get out there and compete this season.
Definitely. They've all gotten, their fair share, and, it's a great group of kids. I mean, I basically coached them all the way up through, involved with them, when Jim Layton was coaching that group, and Ray Koffler, when they were in 5th and 6th grade with Shane and Ethan and Jaden and Luca and Damien, coming up through. I've been involved with these boys at some level, their entire basketball career at Laurel Highlands. And, they're a great group of kids. I mean, they don't stop. They put their heads down. They just go. But you could tell this year that, all the success we've had over the past, 4 or 5 years has, come back to bite them. There were some games that we were in this year, from the beginning of the season. The Seneca Valley rings a bell, the Dairy game to open the season. And then we've taken some losses because of the turnover bug. We turn the ball over 29 times versus Albert Gallatin and lose by 10. I mean, that's like a mathematical. It's almost impossible, to be in a game with that many turnovers. And it is, and I think it's hard for the boys to understand to some extent because, they've always played. They played, and they played junior varsity, and they played a lot of minutes. But, the varsity game, it's a different speed. It's a different strength. And I think it adds a little bit of pressure, too. And, I thought the boys have done a really good job of being composed through all of it and, continuing to play hard. So, I couldn't be more proud of them for that effort.
We have Norwin tonight, final non-conference game. Then you'll start the conference gauntlet again on Friday over the second half stretch. And certainly an opportunity there to kind of make some strides and try to put together a nice little run here to close the season.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the plan. The boys have been playing hard. I mean, it would be super great for us to get over the hump and get a couple wins. And I know we're capable of it. I haven't given up, and I know the boys haven't given up. We've been competitive. We've been competitive, and that's part of that's the biggest part. And if we can clean up some of the mistakes and knock down a few shots and really hunker down on the defensive end, I think we have an opportunity to win any of the games. I've been telling the boys since the beginning of since I got the job, since I got hired, that we need to hold teams to 60 points or less. If we can hold teams to 60 points or less, we're going to be in the game. But we're not the team that's going to go out and score 70, 80, 90 points a game. It's just not our style. And it's been a learning process. But through it all, the boys have been positive. The fan base has been positive. We haven't, I haven't had any, major complaints or anything like that, because the boys are competing. They're going out, they're competing, they're playing hard, their spirits are up. And, I've been teasing them. I said, I think you guys are going to learn more this season in basketball than you may throughout all your school years, because it's a lot about life in these lessons of, going out and competing and coming up short and being able to conduct yourself like gentlemen and, carry on a good behavior and attitude through it all. It says a lot about their character.
Well, Coach, appreciate your time. Best of luck against the Norwin Knights and over the second half of the conference season. We'll see you at the games.
Yes, sir, Brian. I'll see you then. Thank you.
That's Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith. Again, the Mustangs hosting the Norwin Knights. Uniontown hosting South Allegheny. We'll get you out to your game next when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues here on WMBS.
Well, TJ, we cut the tail end of the senior night there. We want to reiterate who the seniors were honored here tonight for the basketball squad. Luka Suchevitz, senior guard. Ethan Koffler, senior guard. DJ Pratt, also a senior guard. Jaden Ringer, senior guard. And number 31, Shane Layton, the senior forward for the Mustangs.
And it's TJ DeStefano, Gary Frankhauser, and Tiffany Kessler on the camera here tonight. And we are on the WMBS YouTube page, the South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. And our video stream tonight is being brought to you by Movement Physiotherapy and Stewart Collision. Also, our South Union sponsors are Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group, and agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialists, now part of U.S. Digestive Health, Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank, and South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. And as we said in our pregame, Laurel Highlands 2-14 overall. They've lost 11 in a row. Their last win was December the 12th of 2023. It was a 59-40 win over Connellsville. And on the other side, Norwin comes in at 6-8. They last played on January the 16th, a 56-50 win over Hempfield. That snapped a 5-game losing streak. And Laurel Highlands' last game was on Saturday. That was an 80-57 loss to Latrobe. So a pair of non-section games here in a row for the Mustangs before they'll go back into section play Gary on Friday against Elizabeth Forward.
And this would be a good opportunity for the Mustangs to start things off on a good foot moving into the second half of the season. As you said, they've played some close games. They've really fought hard against Uniontown. They played Southmoreland very close, a little bump in the road there with Latrobe, but that's a very good Latrobe team that beat the number one team in 5A, the Gateway. So Latrobe has proven themselves to be a strong squad that the Mustangs faced on Saturday after the snow on Friday caused the game to be canceled and played at noon on Saturday. And that's a little bit of a difficult thing, getting up and driving to Latrobe, playing a noon game. But give the Mustangs an opportunity here tonight to play against the Norwin Knights, who, as you said, have had some very close games and have some wins on their side of the ledger. The Mustangs just need to, as Coach Smith said, limit the turnovers, limit the opportunities at the hoop by the Norwin Knights, keep the game in control somewhere in the 60s, low 60s or high 50s, and the Mustangs have a better opportunity. They're not a high-scoring squad. They do have the opportunity and some good three-point shooters in Ethan Koffler and Shane Layton, along with Aiden Black and Jaden Ringer. They all come in and try to hit that three-pointer off the bench. The sophomore Luke Martin has had some good minutes for the Mustangs, and you see improvement. You see fundamentals being improved upon throughout the year, but they have those lapses throughout the game that end up digging big holes that they can't get out of. So hopefully that will not be the case here this evening, and we'll have the full opportunity to see that with Coach Smith and his squad coming out here on the court now for pregame warm-ups.
And the Mustangs, as I mentioned, 55.6 a game they average. They allow 68.5 a game. And on the other side, Norwin is scoring 50.7 a game, allowing 52.7 a game. The last three meetings have gone to Laurel Highlands. 46-38 last year, 70-59 in 21-22, and 64-52 in 2020-21. The last time Norwin beat Laurel Highlands was in 2015. That was 50-48. And we talked about this a little bit earlier too, Gary. Norwin, a young team this year. No returning starters. Noah Wilson, the only player with any varsity time last year, and that was even limited. I think he only averaged like 2 or 3 points a game. So it's a young Norwin team, but they've come a long way as this season has went along.
Absolutely, and their coach Lance Mahawk has them playing fundamentally sound, and that's what they always look for here. And when you're playing the Norwin Knights, they're always a very fundamentally sound squad, and we've seen that throughout the years. And throughout my refereeing days, over 25 years of refereeing, I always enjoyed working the Norwin Knight games because they do have the good fundamentals. They do play strong defense, clean defense, and we're probably going to see that again here this evening. So the Mustangs will have their work cut out for them one more time but they can do it. They have the ability to do it, and they just have to maintain the intensity, maintain their concentration to the task at hand, limit the turnovers, rebound the ball, limit the opportunities at the hoop by Norwin. And that's easy to say, but that's the key to victory for the Mustangs.
It is. Also get off to a very good start. We saw that, I think, in the last game we did against Southmoreland, and I mentioned to you earlier, they got off to a good start in the Latrobe game on Saturday, but then the turnover started happening, and then things just fell apart for the Mustangs after that.
You're exactly right, and Coach Smith continuously talks about that, and I know they work on it in practice, and you have to believe that all the teams that scout the Mustangs believe that they can cause turnovers, so you're probably going to see some full-court pressure from Norwin, just as most of the other teams have done against the Mustangs throughout the first half of the season.
So we'll pause for a break here, and we'll be back with more of our pregame show. You're listening to the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night here on the WMBS YouTube page, the South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community. They treat sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. You can call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access, and they can contact your doctor for you. 724-437-7500. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services. One of our other sponsors here in our pregame. We're about 11 minutes before the tip. We'll go to SWGI US Digestive Health. It's now a part of US Digestive Health, SWGI, as was formerly known and affectionately known throughout our area. If you can have a close family member with colon cancer or precancerous polyps, your screening should begin at age 40 instead of 45. Learn more at usdigestivehealth.com. That's SWGI, now a part of US Digestive Health. Joby's Golf, where you can go these days to have your gas pumped for a change, your oil checked, windshield cleaned, and all the personal service at Joby's Golf. That's where you need to go. Joby's Golf is located on the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard in Uniontown. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repairs, state inspections, and 24-hour AAA towing service. Phone 724-438-0681 for Joby's Golf.
And we're getting set here for Laurel Highlands and Norwin, and take a look at the sections here. Of course, Norwin coming out of 6A, Section 2, and that's a pretty tough section, Gary. You have Mount Lebanon, Baldwin, and Upper St. Clair. They're all 4-1 in section play. Cannon McMillan at 2-3, Norwin's at 1-4, and Hempfield's at 0-5. And then, of course, for Laurel Highlands, they're in 4A, Section 3. Uniontown in front, 4-0. The Red Raiders 13-0, the only undefeated team still in the WPIAL on the boys' side. Then Southmoreland and Bell Vernon are both 3-2. Albert Gallatin is 2-2. Elizabeth Forward at 1-3, and then of course Laurel Highlands at 0-5. So both of these sections, pretty good teams and all close at the top half of the sections.
You got that right, and not to look further ahead, but the Mustangs will get back in section play come Friday, and that'll be against Albert Gallatin. Out at Albert Gallatin, the Mustangs suffered a home loss to Albert Gallatin earlier in the season, and Coach Fleener has them playing well with an opportunity to move up in the section for a possible playoff spot for the Colonials. So again, the Mustangs can play spoiler here in the second half of the season, and that's got to be part of their motivation.
In other games tonight, of course, outside of this game, all non-section matchups tonight. Southmoreland is at Valley. Obviously, South Allegheny at Uniontown. That's over on WMBS as well as the WMBS Facebook page. And Elizabeth Forward, who will be here on Friday night, is at Peters Township tonight. So all the teams playing non-section games Tonight, of course, Uniontown had that makeup game last night against Southmoreland, and the Red Raiders were victorious in that one, in a close game from a very good Southmoreland team, which we saw here a couple weeks ago, Gary.
Absolutely. The Mustangs played Southmoreland tough, had it down to 1 point in the second half, late in the fourth quarter. Just could not finish that game, and I think I misspoke earlier. You're right, the Mustangs play Elizabeth Forward on Friday, not Albert Gallatin, but that's another game that the Mustangs played well early and just could not seize the opportunity. Late in the game, they hit a bunch of threes that brought them back somewhat in that game, but they ran up against an Elizabeth Forward team that made 6 3-pointers in the first half. So that's another part of the high school game that has really changed things defensively. You have to defend that 3-point play whether you want to or not, and the Mustangs will be changing defenses throughout tonight. They go from a 2-3 zone to a 3-2 zone, stick in a man-to-man, a matchup zone. Sometimes they do press also, so if they can confuse the Norwin offense with that changing defense and create some turnovers on their side of the ball, get some easy hoops, that will certainly bode well for the Mustangs.
We're coming up on about 7 minutes or so away from the start of the game here tonight between Laurel Highlands and Norwin, senior night for the Mustangs, and we will take a break and we'll return here as we get you set for tip-off. You're listening to the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night here on the WMBS YouTube page, also the South Union Township Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Peachin's Pharmacy, it's time to order your free at-home COVID tests. It's still around, so get your COVID tests so that you will have them when you need them. Peachin Pharmacy can help you get your free COVID tests and all your prescription needs. Just call 724-626-9600. That's 724-626-9600. Or you can stop in the pharmacy inside Peachin Market in Connellsville. That's Peachin Pharmacy. Prisoner Dental, the Uniontown Dental Associates. Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Or maybe it's time for a new denture. Call the office of Dr. Jonathan Krisner and Dr. Jennifer Haar at Uniontown Dental Associates. Thanks to their in-office denture lab, they can make your new dentures faster than any other office and can offer same-day denture repairs. Call their office for your appointment today at 724-438-0241. That's Uniontown Dental Associates. K2 Engineering. Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional, civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Their versatility combined with their personalized approach is what sets them apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about their services, please visit the website at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is their priority. TJ, the fans have come out here again for the Mustangs, and you have to give a lot of credit to the Mustang faithful because, as you said, things have not gone well this season for the Mustangs, but the fans, the parents, and the students have been here continuously, and they're going to be here again tonight to try to root on the Mustangs on senior night.
Yeah, and it's something that hasn't happened for a while. This is going to be Laurel Highlands' first losing season since 2018-19 when they went 4-17, so something that hasn't happened around here in quite a few years as well.
Especially the last 4 years. These fans and these people with Laurel Highlands got spoiled with the Mustangs' 2 WPIAL championships, moving along in the state championship, and undefeated teams that really put teams away and had a great run of success over the last 4 years. And give them a lot of credit. And the Mustangs have a feeder system also that should produce some winning squads here coming up. And don't take an end to this season just yet. This team has some talent. They have some athletes. They can make shots. They just need to put it all together for one night.
And that's really, I think, what we haven't seen yet. We've seen, games where they
spurts.
started well. Yeah, they didn't turn it over. They shot well, and other times not. But you're right, Gary. They just haven't been able to put it all together in one game yet this year.
That's right, and that's what it takes, especially in the section that they're in. As you mentioned, every team above them has had quality wins, and they just need to find a way to maintain that intensity and attention to the details throughout the entire game. Maybe think about slowing things down in the third quarter as they start the third quarter, which I believe has been kind of an Achilles heel for the Mustangs. That all-important beginning of the second half when you have to either maintain a lead or a close game that you are in and not let it get out of hand that builds too much of a hole that you can't get out of in the fourth quarter.
And we're going to get ready here for the starting lineups in a moment. And just to look after tonight, the rest of the way for Laurel Highlands, it'll be all section play. Friday night, they'll have Elizabeth forward here. Then they go to Albert Gallatin on the 30th. Back home here on the 2nd of February against Bell Vernon. On February 6th, they're at Southmoreland, and they'll close out the season on February 7th here against Uniontown. So as we come up here on the starting lineups, our starting lineups are brought to you by SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown. A different name, but the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities. Wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams. Gary, go ahead.
For the Norwin Knights, coming in under Coach Lance Mahawk, number 3, Dylan McCullough, a 6'2" senior guard. Number 5, Alex Graney, a 6-foot sophomore guard. Number 11, Luke Denny, 6'1", senior forward. Number 13, Noah Wilson, a 6-foot senior guard. And number 35, Mario Sukas, a 5'9" sophomore guard. And as you stated earlier, TJ, this is 2 sophomores in the starting lineup for the Norwin Knights, and it's going to be interesting to see how they hold up the rest of this season. For the Mustangs, it looks like John Smith is giving his seniors an opportunity to start here at senior night. Lucas Suchevich, senior guard, number 1. Number 4, DJ Pratt, senior guard. Number 5, Ethan Koffler, senior guard. Number 13, Jaden Ringer, a senior. And number 31, Shane Layton, all seniors in the starting lineup for the Mustangs.
And again, the starting lineups were brought to you by SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown, a different name, but the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities. Wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams. Also, again, our video stream tonight is being brought to you by Movement Physiotherapy and Stewart Collision, so we thank them for that. Now we're going to get set here for the national anthem, and then they will announce the starting lineups, and we'll be set for basketball here between Laurel Highlands and Norwin, non-section play here on our C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first annual Postgame Memorial Game here at Laurel Highlands Senior High School. First evenings, boys basketball lineup to be visiting Laurel Highlands and your Laurel Highlands. At this time, we would ask everybody please rise. Gentlemen, wear your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Okay, there's the national anthem, and now we will have the introductions of the starting lineups here tonight. Non-section matchup between Norwin in 6A against Laurel Highlands 4A.
TJ didn't have any signs hitting you on the way over?
No, not tonight. Better conditions out there tonight, Gary. And that story did make the news.
I saw it.
I saw it. I wasn't in it, or they didn't interview me or anything. But yeah, that was crazy a couple weeks ago.
There's your starters for Norwin: Dylan McCullough, along with Alex Graney, Luke Denny. Noah Wilson will be next, and TJ introduced him earlier, saying he was the lone Norwin Knight that got action last year, and it was not that much of action, so they're building for the future also.
So for Norwin again, it's McCullough, Graney, Denny, Wilson, and Sukas.
All the seniors getting their opportunity to start a home game here on the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium floor. That's a nice gesture by Coach Smith to put all the seniors in the starting lineup. I'm sure he'll be substituting freely.
And senior night, a big night, could be extra motivation for the Mustangs.
It's a great night for these student athletes, but even more of a big night, I think, for the parents, guardians, siblings. They're proud of their senior students.
So it's Sutsovich, Pratt, Koffler, Ringer, and Layton for the Mustangs in the home whites, trimmed in the blue, some red. And Norwin will be in the road blues, trimmed in white and gold.
So normal starters for the Mustangs we'll probably see pretty quickly would be Aiden Black. Probably see Luke Martin pretty quickly, along with Brennan Varney. Sevi Vecchiola started the last few games for the Mustangs, sophomore forward. Mustangs going left to right, and the Norwin Knights right to left on your YouTube screen.
Yep, we're also on the South Union Township Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. And the tap is controlled by Norwin. That was Denny and Layton. We have a double dribble right off the bat, so the Knights turn it over just 6 seconds into the contest.
Looked like he was going to make a pass, and there was no one to pass it to, so he ended up double dribble. So that's a quick turnover for Norwin.
So the Mustangs bring it up now. Ringer sets up the offense now. Layton with it, top of the key. Pratt inside, shot, no good. All glass there for Koffler. Rebound for the Knights.
Koffler's had a couple good games, one against Uniontown and then at Latrobe, leading the Mustangs in scoring.
Knights working around the perimeter, and a turnover there is throwing the ball away with Sukas. And now the Mustangs in the forecourt. Pratt with it to Layton. Nice pass in the lane, and he was behind the back there by Sutsovich, and a nice start for the Mustangs.
With the scoop and a score.
He averages 2.1 a game.
He's already met that average.
Yes. Knights back with it. That's Graney. Now it's Wilson, and it's knocked away. That was Ringer coming up with the turnover. Now at the other end, the shot won't go. Offensive rebound by Layton. He goes back up and draws a foul.
Good hustle there on the breakout. Koffler just couldn't get it to fall, but following the play was Shane Layton. Strong with the board, and he goes up and draws the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2. Fouls on number 35. That's Sukas. And we got a timeout called.
We do, and it's a C. Harper Auto Group High School sports night here on the WMBS YouTube page, the South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Fay West Glass, from chips and cracks to splits and shatters. If you need glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements. Call 724-439-8600 for Fay West Glass.
2-0 Mustangs here. At the foul line is Shane Layton, the 6'2 senior. Layton on the season, 67% from the foul line. And he, in and out on the first.
That was halfway down.
Yeah, I know. I was ready to say first one of the night. He averages 5.4 a game, 76 points on the season for Layton.
Has come on of late, and misses both.
Missed both. That one off the front rim. Rebound for the Knights. They're into the forecourt with it. That's McCullough. McCullough, top of the key, over to Wilson. Into the corner to Sukas, back to Wilson. Wilson, right side, throwing up a 3 and draining the 3 was McCullough, and the Knights in front 3-2.
Little unorthodox shot above his head.
It was,
and
yeah.
He's just able to drain it, so he knows his range.
Mustangs back with it in the forecourt. Suchevich gets it to Pratt, almost stolen, but Pratt able to reel it in. He stands near center. Go over to Ringer on the left side. Now Suchevich, top of the key. Long 3, no good. Rebound. Layton had a hand on it, but they're going to get him for the foul.
Yeah, just reached over to the back that time. Good position by the Norwin defender, and Layton just had to reach over top of him for the rebounding foul, and that was a long three-pointer taken by Suchevich.
It was.
Way out there.
Now it's Wilson with it. Left wing 3. It's off the rim, and the rebound into Norwin hands. And then they are going to throw it away. As throwing the ball away was Nathan Cooch. So the Mustangs back with it. Pratt. Now Ringer.
Well, standing still now. The Mustangs need to get some motion against a man-to-man defense.
Hands it off to Koffler. Back to Suchevich. Now Ringer. Ringer drives in. He's in trouble. He draws a foul. And they're going to get Wilson there.
Yep.
The 2 13s.
Ringer did a smart thing there. He knew he was being fouled. He tried to get the shot up, but the officials saw it as a foul before the shot. And checking in will be Aiden Black for DJ Pratt.
3-2 Norwin, 5:17 to go here in quarter 1. Ringer with it. Now he'll pull it back out on the front, out front on the right side. Now he'll move toward the top of the key, goes back to his right and dumps it back. Now Black with it. Going to Ringer, right side. Back out to Black. They reset.
Showing some patience, and this is a good thing. We said this a long time ago, that the best defense the Mustang have is the deliberate offense.
Now Layton with it, back to Black. Down to 4:43 in the first quarter. Black with it. He's going to drive the lane. Puts it up. It won't go, but a foul.
Looks like Chris McKnight, who just checked in, is going to pick up that foul. It's already the third personal against Norwin, and not even halfway through the first quarter.
And again, in high school now, you get 5 fouls and you shoot 2. And they reset after every quarter. The team fouls no more. 1-1. First shot is good by Black. He is a 64% free throw shooter. So it's 3-3. Black averages 13.7 a game, 192 points on the season, misses the second, and Cooch the rebound for the Knights. McKnight brings it up now. McKnight gets it over. There's that long three again of the over-the-head shot. No good this time for McCullough. Three from the left side, no good from Cooch, out of bounds, and it will stay with Norwin. So the Knights fire up a couple threes there and can't get either one to go down. McCullough will, nope, they'll change now. McKnight will inbound from under the bucket. Comes into Cooch on the left side, back to McKnight. He pulls it out on the left side. Over to McCullough. McCullough, nothing there, back to McKnight. He drives in, a little fadeaway is too strong. Rebound soaring up forward is Jaden Ringer. Now it's Koffler, stops, pops from the lane, rattles around and good. First points for Ethan Koffler. It's a 5-3 LH lead. McKnight brings it up on the right side, over to McCullough on the left side.
Mustangs switching to a 3-2 zone now, moving out of the 2-3.
McCullough back to McKnight. Now Sukas back out to McKnight as the Knights work it around the perimeter. Over to McCullough, deep into the corner to Sukas. Nice defense, and they're going to call a tie-up.
It's going to be to the Mustangs, so that's a turnover.
Nice job defensively there by the Mustangs, Gary.
Ringer reaching in and grabbing that to cause the turnover.
3:25 to go in the first, 5-3. Laurel Highlands leads Norwin in this non-section matchup here tonight. Black with it, out front on the left side. Black over to Koffler. Foul line shot, no good, but there is a foul.
And that's going to be on number 3, McCullough, the 4th team foul against Norwin, and put Ethan Koffler at the line.
One away from the bonus. Koffler, 76% free throw shooter for the Mustangs. He averages 11.9 a game, and his first is good. He has 3 points now, and it's a 6-3 lead for LH. 3:10 to go here in the first quarter. Second for Koffler is no good.
Wow.
Yep. Rebound for the Knights. They bring it up, down 3. McKnight brings it up. McKnight bounces it in. Now across court to McCullough. Back out to McKnight. Working it around. That's Graney. Back to McKnight at the top of the key.
Mustangs playing a solid 3-2 zone now.
Graney and McKnight go back and forth. Now Wilson out to McKnight, wide open for 3. Oh, it's in and out. Rebound, though, underneath. Wilson can't get it to go, but he draws a foul.
I think that might be on Layton. If it is, that's going to be his second. And they're going to have to go to the bench early here for Shane Layton.
Yeah, it's not a guy you want to lose for the Mustangs, but he does pick up his second, and that is the team's second. So Noah Wilson to the line, the 6-foot senior. His first, that's an air ball.
Way short.
He averages 7 points a game, as I mentioned earlier, the only returning player this year for Norwin. Here's the second. This one is nothing but net, and it's a 6-4 lead for Laurel Highlands.
Very divergent shots there.
Yes. 2:33 left in this first quarter. Koffler with it now at center. Koffler gets it to Black. He thought about the 3, but he'll go over to Suchovitz. Back to Black, sets up the offense at center. Here comes Black, whistle on the play, and there's going to be a foul on the Knights.
That's going to put him at the line. That's going to be on Denny, his first, team 5th. We're in the bonus early here. And Aiden Black, Antoine's brother, will be at the line. He'll get 2 opportunities, 1 for 2 so far at the line. The Mustangs just 2 for 6 at the line so far.
And Denny out of the lineup for Norwin, and in comes Alex Wiggins. So Aiden Black at the line. And gets the first rolled in off the back of the iron. So he has 2.74 Mustangs. Black again 64% from the line this year. The 5'9" junior. Can't get the second. Big rebound though by Vecchiola. 3 ball on the way. Good for Ringer. Big offensive rebound there, Gary, and Ringer puts it down, 10-4.
Absolutely, that's a nice play there by the Mustangs.
Now the Knights.
Ooh, got away with a walk there.
Here's McCullough for 3. Deep right side is too strong, and then Wiggins had a hand on the rebound, but loses it out of bounds, and it goes back to the Mustangs. With 1:55 to go in the first. Mustangs up by 6. They'll bring it up. Black under no pressure here up the left side. Now Suchovitz and Koffler back to Black on the right wing. He's going to step into a 3. Wow. That's a glass ball, but the rebound comes out to Ringer. Back to Black. Black from around the foul line, too strong. Rebound is tipped back out. Suchovitz out to Koffler at the foul line, in trouble, back to Black. Black.
He's not shy.
Not at all. Thought about driving, but he'll pull it back out to center here. Reset for the Mustangs. Suchovitz, right wing. Cutting into Ringer, and he traveled. The pivot foot slid there as he took off down the lane.
TJ, that's the first turnover for the Mustangs. 1:08 to go in the first quarter. I almost put the eyes on him and said it before that, but that's pretty good.
Very good start for the Mustangs. Got to keep it going here. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. McKnight with it for Norwin. Now McCullough working it around to Graney, and it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Norwin.
Good hands reaching in there was Vecchiola, knocking it out of bounds, and checking in now for the Mustang is Nico Harum. Junior forward.
And in for Norwin is Mario Sukas. Under a minute to go now. McKnight. Over to Wilson. Into Wiggins. Wiggins at the foul line. Had it knocked out of his hands. Regains it. Now McCullough. Or excuse me, Wilson right down the lane. Had it taken right out of his hands by Vecchiola. But the Knights steal it back. Driving the baseline as Wilson lays it up and in. First points, or
first bucket.
First bucket, I should say. Thanks, Gary. 3 points for Wilson. 10-6 Laurel Highlands. Ringer now with it. Mustangs can hold for the final shot here as we're down to 16 seconds. Now Black stands out in front of the scorer's table with it.
Got to go now, under 7 seconds.
Yep. Here he goes. Cuts right to the basket.
Oh, he should have taken that layup.
Yep, he tried to pass it off to...
So that's the third turnover now.
Yep. He was looking for Harum there, but threw it away. So now Norwin a chance at the final shot here. They got to be quick. Comes into the backcourt. McKnight will heave it at the buzzer, and it hits the front rim. So after 1 here at Laurel Highlands, it's the Mustangs 10 and the Knights 6. It's a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on the WNBS YouTube page, the South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
George Dental Associates looking for a dentist. Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, have over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. George Dental Associates. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Stay out of the cold with First Federal Savings and Loan with a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or a home equity line of credit. You can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors and windows. Apply online at fgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
And getting ready for the second quarter, TJ DeStefano, Gary Frankhauser, and Tiffany Kessler on the camera here tonight at Laurel Highlands High School. 10-6, LH over Norwin. First quarter scoring, Lucas Suchovic 2, Ethan Koffler 3, Jaden Ringer 3 and 2 for Aiden Black, and for Norwin, Dylan McCullough with 3 and 3 for Noah Wilson.
Going to the rim that time strong was Noah Wilson. He's fouled on the way in. Nobody stepped in front. Got to cut him off.
So this will be the first foul here in the quarter for the Mustangs, and it belongs to Vecchiola, also his first. So Noah Wilson at the line, and he rattles it in and out on the first.
Story of the first quarter, TJ, the Mustangs 3 for 8 from the foul line, and could have built a nice lead had they been more effective at the foul line.
Second is good for Wilson. He has 4 points now, 10-7. Mustangs lead by 3. Black for a 3, and that's an air ball missed there by Martin.
Gets his own rebound, though.
Goes back up, throws up a glass ball, rebound Norwin. That was Denny clearing the board. Into the forecourt, Sukas. Getting back out to Wilson, tipped by Koffler, and Ringer comes with it. Ahead to Koffler, he'll drive, lay, and score.
Shot. Good body control there by Ethan, going to the rim, avoiding the defender.
He's up to 5 points, 12-7 Laurel Highlands. Wilson, left side, drives in, puts it up. It rolls off the back of the iron, rebound Laurel Highlands. Ringer slowing things down. Norwin gets back with numbers. Koffler back out to Ringer. Now it's Black. And Vecchiola now.
Good movement now by the Mustang offense. Be patient. Don't take a shot that's not in your range or too well contested.
Here's Black, takes off with it, stops in the lane, shot rolls off, it's out of bounds, and it'll go back to Norwin. Got a sub coming in for the Knights. It'll be Nathan Cooch. 12-7, Laurel Highlands leads here with 6:37 to go in the first half.
Mustangs going to a little full court pressure, something they don't do too often, but effective at times.
3 ball for Sukas is good from deep in the right corner, and that's the first points for Sukas.
Gets them within 2, so that 3-point shot is the great equalizer.
12-10 Laurel Highlands. Black with it on the right side. One-handed pass to Koffler. Now over to Ringer. Stops, pops from about the foul line. Can't get it to go. Rebound Cooch. Going up to get that one. Back to Sukas. 3 ball, 2 in a row for Mario Sukas. And all of a sudden Norwin in front, 13-12 and a timeout for Laurel Highlands. And we'll take one as well. It's the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on the WMBS YouTube page, the South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The T-Berry Law Office and Attorney Vincent T-Berry would like to thank everyone who voted them the best law firm and criminal defense attorney in the 2023 Best in Fayette contest. The T-Berry Law Office specializes in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Make your first call to Attorney Vince M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
And a big start to quarter number 2, Gary, as the Knights outscoring Laurel Highlands 7-2, and they have a 13-12 lead now.
Back-to-back threes by Sukas, and that has really propelled Norwin into the lead, and they're going to stay in that man-to-man defense. And I think the Mustangs need to go back to Layton here, even with the 2 fouls.
Black drives the baseline, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Vecchiola couldn't come out of there with it. Quickly ahead of the Knights. Here's Graney, comes in. Floater, no good. Rebound, Vecchiola. Ahead to Ringer for the Mustangs.
Mustangs have not had any uncontested shots the last 5 times down, and Norwin's tightened up the defense.
Now Black with it.
Just 1 bucket here in the second quarter for the Mustangs, and we're 3 minutes in.
As I mentioned, being outscored 7-2 here. Black with it. Coming up on the 5-minute mark. There was Ringer thought about the three, but goes back out to Black. Now it's Koffler, holds it on the right wing. Back to the left side. Here's Ringer's three. It's down. Jaden Ringer, his 6th point. And the Mustangs back in front, 15-13. Good patience there by the Mustangs, Gary.
Absolutely. Ringer with the long three, and the press does not stop the Norwin Knights. Deep in the corner now. Another three on the way. Offensive rebound, an easy putback now. Unable to hit the bunny, and the Knights with 2 offensive rebounds now.
Yep. Another three thrown up. Sukas misses from the right side, and then there's going to be a foul. And this will be on Norwin, an offensive foul.
That's on number 11, Denny, his 2nd. Team foul number 2 here in the quarter. Ethan Koffler with a nice rebound there to stop the 3 opportunities of the Norwin Knights at the hoop that time. 2 of them point blank. Norwin unable to finish at the hoop.
McCullough out and McKnight back in for Norwin. 4:20 to go here in quarter 2, 15-13. In favor of Laurel Highlands. Black to Vecchiola.
Wiggins guarding him. Oh, throws it away.
Threw it away. Sukas comes up with it. Here comes Norwin. And this is going to be a travel by Sukas right back to Laurel Highlands. So the teams exchange turnovers.
I have Norwin with 8 turnovers here in the first half. The Mustangs with 4.
That's a good number for Laurel Highlands, because we've talked about how much they've turned the basketball over this year.
Just need to get a few more looks at the hoop.
Sukas. Suchevich, I should say. Misses the 3 from the right wing.
Travel.
And, yep, there it is. McKnight traveled right back to Laurel Highlands here. 3:49 to go in the second quarter.
I can still spot those things, TJ.
Yeah. You haven't lost the eye for it, huh? Black brings it up the left side for the Mustangs. Up 2. Black drives the right side of the lane. Nothing there. Goes over to Suchevich. Oh, a wild shot. Not even close. And back to Norwin as they come up with the rebound. That was Wiggins. Driving in. Quick pass over. 3 ball on the way. It is no good from Graney. Rebound Laurel Highlands. Black brings it up. Black drives in the right side. Goes to the basket. Puts it in.
Nice
4 points for Aiden Black.
Aiden found the crease.
That's his first bucket of the night. 2 foul shots back in the first quarter. 17-13 LH. Now McKnight hands it to Graney. Graney over to McKnight. Passed on the 3. Inside.
Wiggins.
Nothing there. Back out Graney. Stops, pops from about 14. No good. Rebound Ringer. Here come the Mustangs.
The shooting percentages are not great on either squad. There's a lot of rebounds happening.
Now Vecchiola with it. Nothing inside. And goes over to Suchevich. Now Koffler.
No need to make any crazy passes. Just make the solid pass.
Ringer to Black now.
Be patient. Something will open up.
Now here comes Black. Nothing there. Now he'll step into a 3. Around and no good from the top of the key. Cooch on the rebound for Norwin. Graney, right side. Nice pass inside. And drawing a foul is Wiggins. I think they're going to get Black. I think.
I'm not too upset with that foul. In point blank and make him earn that one. That's just Aiden's first foul. Team foul number 2 here in the second. Send Wiggins to the line. 6'2" senior forward.
17-13, favor of Laurel Highlands. 2:03 to go here in the half. And the first, no good. In and out.
Told you I liked that foul.
Yes, you did. So far, it worked out well. So 2 fouls for Laurel Highlands, only 1 for Norwin here in the second quarter. Second for Wiggins on the way. And it gets the roll, so that is the first point for Wiggins, and it's a 17-14. Laurel Highlands lead by 3. Under 2 to go. Black up the left side, now at the top of the key. Black into the corner to Ringer, tries to drive the baseline, back out to Black. Working it around. Suchevich, a little teardrop from the lane, no good. Rebound, Vecchiola can't get it to go, but draws a foul.
See who that one's on.
It is the second team foul for Norwin, and it's on Nathan Cooch.
His first. And that's going to send Vecchiola to the line, his first opportunity tonight at the line.
He is a 50% foul shooter and gets the first.
First foul shot of the second quarter for the Mustangs, so now they're 4 for 9 at the line.
Vecchiola averages 3.4 a game. Suchevich out and Pratt back in for the Mustangs, who lead 18-14. Second upcoming here for the sophomore, Vecchiola. And he gets it.
Smooth.
Makes both, 19-14. Mustangs extend the lead to 5. Sukis. Now it's Lewandowski. McKnight deep in the corner for 3, no good. Big rebound pulled down by Wiggins. Again, McKnight left side. Out to Lewandowski. Over to Sukis. Knocked away by Ringer, but back to McKnight. McKnight drives in, nice bounce inside to Cooch, and there is a foul on Laurel Highlands.
Vecchiola reaching in there on the drive. Cooch will go to the line for 2, and that's going to be Vecchiola's second.
Cooch, a 6-foot sophomore for the Knights. Here's his first, and it is no good. Still 19-14, LH.
Lefty there at the line. That's going to more substitutions for the Mustangs as Varney will check in.
And Suchevich also in. Second for Cooch. Gets the second. That's his first point. And it's 19-15. 4-point advantage for the Mustangs. 1:09 to go.
Low scoring contest here, TJ.
It is. Black to Pratt. Now Suchevich, top of the key. Drives the left side, whistle and a foul on the Knights.
It's only going to be the third team foul, so no shooting yet. And that's on Lewandowski, I think.
It is. That's his first. So the team fouls 3 apiece. 57.5 to go here before the half. Comes into Varney. Koffler, now Black at center. Black pulls it out.
Trying to get the screen there from Varney. Works it, good defense by Norwin. Good pass underneath.
Suchevich goes back out. Koffler, floater from the lane, good for Ethan Koffler. He has 7, 21-15, LH. Now the Knights can wait here for the final shot. McKnight. As McKnight and Lewandowski go back and forth. Now it's Lewandowski, back to McKnight, under 20 to go.
Mustangs packing back in a 2-3 zone.
Here comes McKnight, drives in, dumps it off to Wiggins. Couldn't use it inside Cooch, back out, banks it in for the 3. That is Lewandowski. And that's how the first half will end here, with Laurel Highlands leading Norwin by the score of 21-18. We'll be back here. We'll have our stats and our halftime show. You're listening to the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on the WMBS YouTube page, the South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. SWGI is now part of U.S. Digestive Health. If you have a close family member with colon cancer or precancerous polyps, your screening should begin at age 40 instead of 45. Learn more at usdigestivehealth.com. Since 1976, Davis & Davis has represented people and not insurance companies. Our lawyers have experience in litigating or settling personal injury claims, medical malpractice cases, and wrongful death actions, together with domestic, real estate, workers' compensation, and municipal law experience. Throughout decades of work, Davis & Davis has successfully represented thousands of cases in local, state, and federal courts. For more information on how Davis & Davis can help you, call 724-437-2799. Shop the January sale at Zen's Construction Warehouse on Walnut Hill Road in Uniontown. Family owned and operated by the Nelson family, Zen's has everything you need for that next home improvement project at deep discounted prices. Phone 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's on Walnut Hill Road in Uniontown. Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings. And it is our halftime show sponsored by Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. And it is time for our halftime stats, and they are courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Gary.
Thanks, TJ. Just as we said, a low-scoring contest, and that's in good. That is a good thing for the Mustangs. They're leading by 3, and if they were a little bit more precise from the foul line, they would have had a much bigger lead, just 5 for 10 at the foul line in the first half. The Mustangs scored 10 in the first and 11 in the second for their total of 21. Norwin 6 points in the first quarter and 12 in the second for their total of 18. For the Norwin Knights scoring, Alex Wiggins 1 for 2 at the line for his 1 point. Dylan McCullough with a 3-pointer in the first quarter for his 3. Nathan Cooch 1 for 2 at the line for his 1 point. Noah Wilson with 3 in the first and 1 for 2 at the line in the second for his total of 4. Noah was 2 for 4 at the line for the first half. Max Lewandowski was able to convert a 3-pointer in the second quarter. He has 3 points. And Mario Zukas back-to-back 3-pointers that kept Norwin in the contest in that second quarter for his total of 6 points. For the Mustangs, Suchovitz has a deuce for his 2 early in the first quarter. Ethan Koffler with 7, 3 2-pointers and 1 for 2 at the line. Jaden Ringer with a couple of 3-pointers for his 6 points. Aiden Black off the bench tonight with all the seniors getting a start. He has 4, 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Shane Layton has not scored, and the Mustangs need to get him into the scoring column here in the second half. Sevi Vecchiola come off the bench for 2 for 2 at the line and giving him a total of 2. That's the Mustangs with 21, the Knights with 18. That's our halftime score. And a very good statistic, TJ. The Mustangs with only 4 turnovers in the first half. The Knights committed 10 turnovers in the first half. The Knights did out-rebound the Mustangs 13-12 in the first half.
Yeah, those low turnovers, very key for a Mustangs team that's turned it over a lot this season. Again, the halftime stats were courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Also, our live video stream is being brought to you by Movement Physiotherapy and Stewart Collision. It's halftime here on senior night at Laurel Highlands. The Mustangs lead the Knights 21-18. Back with more on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on the WMBS YouTube page, South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
How you doing, Gary?
And Sandy Howe Notary Services provides notary services, vehicle title registration, and transfers in the Smithfield and surrounding areas. Call 724-564-8955 or stop by and see them on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield. A special hello to Ed Walensky watching our broadcast tonight from Sandy Howe Notary Services.
Looking across town there, TJ, Uniontown with a 29-16 lead with a minute to go in the first half. So they're stretching it out over the Southmoreland Scotties and looking to keep their undefeated season going. As the Scotties hit a 3, so cut it to 29-19.
And it's time to order your free at-home COVID test so that you will have them when you need them. Peach and Pharmacy can help you get your free COVID tests. Just call 724-626-9600. That's 724-626-9600. Or you can stop in the pharmacy inside Peach and Market in Connellsville.
Got a lot of fine sponsors, and once again going over the sponsors for the South Union Township Sports Network and the streaming for South Union Township. Their sponsors include Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law. I have to go there every day, by the way, TJ. Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialists, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, and physical therapist Jim Burns. I've been there too. United Bank for all your banking needs, and South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. 3:20 before the start of the second half here, Brian. I'm sorry, Brian. That's a habit. TJ, and the Mustangs with a halftime lead, which has been a rare situation for the Mustangs this year, but they need to come out and have a very strong start to this third quarter. We talked about that in the pregame, and this is going to be critical that they are able to get a run here to start the third quarter and hopefully add to this lead, possibly giving themselves an opportunity to play into the fourth quarter with a lead and create some other turnovers against Norwin.
Yeah, this is a Mustang team, as we mentioned earlier. They are still searching for their first win this year. They've lost 11 in a row, haven't won since December the 12th. That was a win over Connellsville, 59-40. And again, up to this point, Gary, this has probably been the first or the best, maybe first half that the Mustangs have played in a while, or if not all season.
You're right about that, and it's welcome sight to see. And looking across the other way, South Allegheny, I'm sorry, I gave the wrong score earlier. South Allegheny leads the Uniontown Red Raiders 35-32.
Wow.
And that's it in the third quarter. 2:01 to go in the third.
Yeah, and we've talked about Uniontown really off to a good start, and the only undefeated boys team in the WPIAL. They're getting a battle tonight against South Allegheny.
They sure are, with now 5-point lead, 37-32.
We'll have to keep an eye on that one. So the Red Raiders getting tested. And as we mentioned here about Laurel Highlands, after tonight, it's going to be section play the rest of the way. Friday night, they'll host Elizabeth Forward here. We'll have that game for you on hopefully our WMBS Facebook page. It'll be on the South Union Township Sports Network as well as the Trib Live High School Sports Network. And then at Albert Gallatin, back home to take on Bell Vernon, at Southmoreland, and then here to finish out the season against Uniontown.
Outstanding camera work here tonight, TJ.
Yes, by Tiffany Kessler on the camera here tonight. She'll be back on Friday with us. You won't be here Friday.
I got to miss Friday, yep.
I'll have the mayor of Hopwood will be here with
Tony.
me. We'll be here on Friday.
Always special to work with Tony.
I did a couple of Uniontown football games with him, so haven't seen him in a while.
He's an award-winning WMBS announcer, along with Brian Rozak. Nick Barczyk back in the Davis & Davis studios, always doing a great job.
Yeah, he's the man.
Just asking.
All right, we're getting set here for second half action. Laurel Highlands leads Norwin 21-18. As we get set for the third quarter, Norwin in the road blues with the white and the gold trim. Laurel Highlands in the home whites with the blue trim. As Norwin will go left to right here, and the Mustangs will go right to left.
Some prior celebrities, Mustang greats down here in front of us. Gus Gerard, Jack Beener, and Coach Hoggers here tonight, taking in the action.
And we're underway. Alternating possession to Laurel Highlands. They have it. Vecchiola loose on the floor.
Now what do we got? It's going to be a turnover.
Yep. So not the start here for Laurel Highlands, turning the basketball over on their opening possession. So the Knights will bring it up. That's Chris McKnight gets it over to Sukas, right side. Right into the middle there to Wiggins. Now McKnight too strong on the three. The long rebound is tipped back out to Ringer. One bounce to Black. Stops, pops, too strong. Vecchiola soars in for the rebound. Ringer, three ball on the way. Too strong, and it's going to be out off of the Mustangs.
Well, a couple quality shots at the hoop that time for the Mustangs. Unable to convert.
So McKnight brings it up for Norwin up the left side, down 21-18. McKnight drives the right side, kicks it to the corner for three. Off the back of the iron for Wilson, but an offensive rebound underneath for Wiggins. Here comes Wilson again, a little floater right baseline, no good. Another rebound in there by Denny. And it's going to be thrown into the backcourt, and it's an over and back.
It's going to be a turnover, but a couple offensive rebounds there by Norwin underneath. The Mustangs need to shore up that defensive boards. Can't allow those extra opportunities like that.
And they got lucky that Norwin unable to convert. Black with it now for the Mustangs. To Ringer.
Over a minute in, neither team to score here in the third, so.
Black on the right wing. Now Vecchiola top of the key, left wing to Layton. Now Koffler, they work it around the perimeter to the Mustangs. Top of the key, it's Ringer. Back to the left wing, Koffler. And back to Black. Black comes down the lane, tries to dump it to Vecchiola, and he threw it away. Wilson brings it up for the Knights. Now McKnight, back to Wilson. Drives in the right side, now along the baseline. And it's out off of Norwin, going back to LH.
Has not been an offensive gem, TJ.
Not at all, Gary. As you said, we're coming up on 2 minutes into the quarter. Still no scoring here. Still 21-18. That was our halftime score. The Mustangs bring it up now. Black under no pressure here. Koffler, left wing. Koffler, they go to double him, gets away from it. Over to Ringer on the right side. Ringer into the corner to Koffler, inside to Layton, dribbling around, lost the ball. Fight for it. They call a jump ball or a timeout for Laurel Highlands.
Wow.
With 5:53 to go to preserve the possession.
Fortuitous, to say the least. Looked like there was a tie-up before an opportunity for a possession and a timeout call, but the Mustangs do get the 30-second timeout. Retain possession and an opportunity to get something at the hoop.
So a sluggish start here for both teams in this third quarter, Gary. No scoring thus far. And we've seen turnovers on both sides. And still a 21-18 lead for Laurel Highlands here.
So Mustangs will come out with the baseline opportunity for an inbounds pass, and hopefully we can get some kind of a run here offensively.
So it'll be an inbound here for the Mustangs. It'll be Koffler to trigger it in.
Nowhere to go. Did he get it in?
He does get it into Black. Black drives the left blocks. Nothing. Gets back out to Vecchiola. Now Ringer. Ringer over to Black.
Oh, had Layton open in the lane. Did not get it to him.
And now Black pulls it out to center here. Black goes to his left.
Double teamed again.
Almost got it stolen from behind. Ringer top of the key for three. Can't get it to go. McKnight on the rebound for Norwin. And he'll bring it up under no pressure here. McKnight. Black on him. Now that's Graney. Graney dribbling away, gets it over to Knight, left wing for three, too strong. Oh, and a big rebound there by Wiggins. Inside, and our first points of the half go to Luke Denny for Norwin. 21-20, the Knights within one.
As you said, great offensive rebound again there by Wiggins. The Mustangs unable to control that defensive backboard.
Now it's into Vecchiola, into the lane. Gets it out to Ringer. Now three ball on the way. Too strong.
Cold to start.
From Layton. McKnight. Home run pass. And
knocked away. He's out of bounds.
Yep, stepped on the baseline.
But that was Ethan Koffler stepping on the baseline after the steal.
Yeah, he stole it right from Denny. So McKnight will inbound for Norwin. They're down one. Comes into Graney. And it's going to be kicked off the foot of Ringer. So it'll be another Norwin inbound here.
3.5 minutes in, we have 2 points scored in this quarter.
Here comes Graney. Little fade away from the lane, no good.
Another offensive rebound. Wow.
McKnight, right wing for three. It's good. So first points for McKnight, and it's 23-21. All 5 points in the quarter for Norwin so far. Black at the other end, trapped in the lane, gets away from a double team and puts it up and in. Nice job by Aiden Black. A lot of patience there from Black, Gary.
Had to force it up there, but it was able to kiss it off the glass for the first 2 points of the quarter for the Mustangs.
That's his 6 point. We're tied at 23, 3:49 to go, and we have a foul here.
It might be Vecchiola, his third.
That's the first on Laurel Highlands here. First foul total for the half for either side.
They called that on Layton.
They did.
That's his third. He's going to have to go out again. Wow. It takes a huge potential offense. We haven't seen much of any offense, but...
Three ball no good from Sukas.
Wow.
Another rebound. And now stealing it was Vecchiola, but stealing it right back was Denny. And now we're going to have a foul on Black.
His second.
A lot more sloppy play on both sides here in this third quarter than we saw pretty much all the first half, Gary.
But 7 rebounds for Norwin here to start the third quarter. And that's just, what do we got? Technical foul? Who's that on? Might be a coach. I think it is. Technical foul on the Norwin coach. Wow.
On Lance Mayha.
That's going to put Koffler at the line on the other end.
So Ethan Koffler, 76% from the free throw line on the season. We'll have a pair here, and he gets the first. So that is point number 8 for Koffler. And it's a 24-23 lead for Laurel Highlands. 3:38 to go in the second, or the second half, third quarter, I should say. Getting the roll on the second is Koffler. So he has 9, 25-23. Mustangs back in front, and they will get the ball back here.
Well, that's a swing of things because it was a foul called on Black, and it would have been a Norwin possession, so it's potential for a 6-point swing here for the Mustangs.
See if they can take advantage. Black to Ringer. Back out, three ball.
Koffler.
Good for Koffler. Koffler's come alive here. He's up to 12, 28-23 Mustangs.
That's a 7-point swing.
That's huge. McKnight with it now. Trying to direct traffic, and he's going to lose it. Yep, he lost it out of bounds right in front of the Norwin bench. We have Wilson coming into the lineup for the Knights, and out goes McCullough. Koffler will inbound from in front of the Norwin bench into Black, and the Mustangs bring it up with the 5-point lead. Black.
Norwin staying man-to-man.
Ooh, quick pass.
Don't need those.
Yeah.
You do not need those passes like that. And Aiden trying to make the difficult pass. I mean, it's looks good when it finishes, but it's rare to finish.
Yeah, he fired a bullet there for Vecchiola, and he had no chance of getting that. So Wilson now for the Knights. Wiggins with it. McKnight right side for three, in and out. Big rebound there, Vecchiola. Now Black will bring it up here. Over to Koffler. No pressure here from Norwin at this point. Koffler dribbles in, floater from the right side, too strong. Vecchiola, big rebound, and he's fouled on the way back up.
So good thing for the Mustangs. Get on the offensive board, much the same as Norwin has, and that's going to send Vecchiola to the line. And the foul's called there on number 13, Wilson. That's his second. That's the team foul number 2 here in the quarter. Vecchiola 2 for 2 at the line in the first half. And I just eye-jazzed him.
He shoots 50%. He's come up last 2 trips down. A couple big rebounds for Vecchiola.
3:26 to go in the Uniontown game. South Allegheny up 45-40.
And the second, no good. So Vecchiola misses them both. We remain 28-23. We have 2:28 to go here in quarter 3. McKnight to McCullough. Working it around. Denny over to McKnight. Inside, knocked away. Vecchiola on the steal, but then he throws it away. Long 2 is too strong for McKnight. Rebound there, cleared by Ringer. Denny hits the deck hard, no fouls called.
Wow.
Long 3, Black grazes the front rim.
I don't think that's the shot that Coach Smith wants at this point.
No, rush that one. Now McKnight. Along the baseline, Wilson, nice pass, and finishing it is Luke Denny. He's got 4 all in this quarter, 28-25. Laurel Highlands by 3, 1:44 to go in the third. Koffler with it for the Mustangs. Now Vecchiola left wing. Top of the key to Black. Over to Koffler right side. Working it around Ringer, and there's going to be an offensive foul on Laurel Highlands. That'll be their 3rd team foul.
That's going to be on Varney. A little too aggressive with the screen that time. Got to be stationary, and that's just the same as a turnover.
1:28 to go in the third. 3-point advantage for Laurel Highlands. As Wilson brings it up for Norwin. Wilson with it, top of the key.
Might have got away with a walk there.
Yeah. With it now, inside.
Travel again.
Yep, and that was Denny. They'll get him for the travel along the right baseline.
And that's the 4th turnover of the half for Norwin. It's going to bring number 15 in for the Mustangs. And that is Nico Harum.
5'11" junior Harum into the lineup. Black with it. Black down the lane, puts it up. He draws a foul.
Wow. It's a little too much forcing of the action there by Aiden, but he did get the foul, and he's going to go to the line. That's going to be on number 12, Cooch. That's his second. Team foul number 3 in the quarter sends Aiden Black to the line. He is 2 for 4 on the night.
He has 6 points. His first is good. So he's got 7. And the lead 29-25, back to a 4-point lead for Laurel Highlands.
Suchevich checks back in. So we had Harum, Vecchiola.
Second for Black is good.
Black, Koffler, and Suchevich for the Mustangs.
Graney with it now for Norwin. Under a minute to go. Mustangs by 5. Graney. They work it around. Denny. Now here comes McCullough. He's double teamed. Back out to Graney. Denny. Over to Cooch. In the lane. Floater good for Cooch. He has 3. 30-27. Laurel Highlands by 3.
No help defense that time. Just able to slice his way through the lane with the left-hand runner.
Black, a floater. Oh, he tried to bank it in. No good. Rebound Norwin. Then a foul by Black.
Frustration foul.
Yep. Fouls Luke Denny. That's the 4th team foul and the 3rd on Black.
And Aiden will take a little break and bring in DJ Pratt. Norwin with 9 rebounds here in the quarter. The Mustangs with 5. So shooting still not a very high percentage by either team.
So the Knights now can hold for the final shot here. 18 seconds to go. They're down by 3.
Probably going to be a 3-shot, so the Mustangs need to defend that 3-point line. There
Out
it is.
to McCullough. 3-ball, good. McCullough, 6-point. We're tied at 30. Now 3 at the other end. Too strong for Suchovitz. And so after 3 here at Laurel Highlands, we're knotted up at 30. Laurel Highlands 30, Norwin 30. The fourth quarter is next. It's a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on the WMBS YouTube page, the South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Or maybe it's time for a new denture. Call the office of Dr. Jonathan Krasner and Dr. Jennifer Hart, Uniontown Dental Associates. Thanks to their in-office denture lab, they can make your new denture faster than other offices and can offer same-day denture repairs. Call their office for your appointment today at 724-438-0241. If you need the help of a skilled and experienced lawyer, contact the Delarose Law Office. Attorney Delarose represents individuals and business clients in Uniontown, Pennsylvania, and throughout the surrounding area in divorce and family law, contract disputes, and more. Call 724-320-2306. Getting ready for quarter number 4, TJ DeStefano, Gary Frankhauser, and Tiffany Kessler on the camera tonight. Our live stream is sponsored by Movement Physiotherapy and Stewart Collision.
So the Knights outscored the Mustangs in that quarter 12-9 to tie it up. And once again, the Mustangs a little cold from the foul line. 9 for 16 on the night for the Mustangs at the line.
And we're all tied at 30 here, and this one out, and it'll stay with Norwin. Last touch by LH.
Shane Layton yet to get in the scoring column for the Mustangs, and that's not something that you usually see, but he needs to get moving.
And he's battled foul trouble, but he's got to get going now, and he saves it in.
Stole it and gave it right back.
Yep. Nice footwork along the baseline by Layton, but he threw it away. Wilson in the lane, dumps it off, a little fadeaway, good from Cooch. And he has 5, and it's 32-30. Norwin back in front.
Don't need this dry spell for the Mustangs, and need to work for some quality shots.
Suchovitz
almost threw it away, and he did.
Yep, Layton couldn't handle it. Here's Graney. He'll take it the whole way in, miss the shot, and Vecchiola comes out of there with the rebound. Here comes Suchovitz. Takes it the whole way in, and he is fouled. Be the first Norwin foul of the quarter.
Let's see who that's going to be on. That's on McCullough, his second. As you said, first team foul of the quarter, sends Suchovitz to the line. Just 2 points. A bucket in the first quarter. All important foul shots.
Missed the first, and he is a 75% free throw shooter.
It's 9 for 17 now, the Mustangs at the line.
And they're down by 2, 32-30. Just about a minute into quarter 4. Second for Suchovitz, no good. 2 big misses there, Gary.
Absolutely.
So the Knights bring it up now. Cooch with it. Cross courts it to Graney and back out to McCullough. Tightly guarded there, and they're going to get a
carry.
Yep, a carry. So a turnover for Norwin. We're going to have Ringer coming back into the lineup for Suchovitz on the Mustang side, and McKnight is checking in for Norwin, and out is going to be Graney. And now
a timeout.
Norwin is going to take a timeout, leading 32-30 with 6:52 to go here in the fourth. It's a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night, WMBS YouTube page, South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Zen's Construction Warehouse. Shop the January sale at Zen's Construction Warehouse on Walnut Hill Road in Uniontown. Family owned and operated by the Nelson family, Zen's has everything you need for that next home improvement project at deep discounted prices. Phone 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's on Walnut Hill Road in Uniontown. Zen's Construction Warehouse. Our surplus is your savings. Sandy Howell Notary Services provides notary services, vehicle title registration, and transfers in the Smithfield and surrounding areas. Call 724-564-8955 or stop by and see them on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield. A special hello to Ed Walensky. Watches all the time, all of our broadcasts tonight from Sandy Hill Notary Services. Sandy Howell Notary Services. I apologize. Sandy Howell.
Back
at the action.
After the timeout by Norwin, it's Mustang ball. Ringer with it. Knocked away. Wilson stepped right in. He'll drive, lay, score, and a foul.
Yikes.
So Wilson a chance at a three-point play, 34-30. And that's Koffler, his first, team's first.
Don't want to see one of these situations where the Mustangs do not have any scoring opportunities and give the other team all the opportunities, and there's an old-fashioned three-point play to give them a 5-point lead.
And that's now 7 points for Wilson, 35-30. Norwin up. Black with it now.
And another illegal screen. Wow.
And I believe it's Vecchiola.
It is.
It is.
It's his third.
That's team 2 here in the fourth.
Uniontown down 49-44 with a minute 45 to go, TJ.
Close one over at Uniontown, close one here. McKnight, and there's a foul here on the Mustangs.
Yes, that's Vecchiola. That's going to be his fourth. It is.
It is. So he picks up 2 quick ones.
And the Mustangs now with 3 team fouls, and it's going to bring in Martin for Vecchiola with those 4 fouls, and maybe Martin can provide some offensive punch.
Inbound coming here for Norwin, up by 5, 35-30. Comes in quick, and the shot off the front rim for
another
Gooch.
Offensive rebound.
And a good
foul.
basket.
Wow.
That's Wilson again. Another 3-point play coming. That's now 4 team fouls on Laurel Highlands, and that is on Ringer.
Mustang just not boxing out on that defensive board. And that's resulted in a 7-point lead with 6:10 to go here for Norwin.
Makes it another 3-point play for Wilson.
6 1/4, 10 for the game. Might see.
And the Mustangs yet to score here in this quarter.
And still not.
Miss there. And a rebound for Norwin. 38-30. Knights by 8. 5:50 to go.
What a drought.
McKnight into Denny. Over to McCullough. Quick cross-court pass to McKnight. 3-ball, good.
Wow. They're just extending it out now, and that's a 11-point advantage. It was tied after 3. Mustangs have yet to score here in the fourth, and Norwin just stretching it out. And once again, the Mustangs digging a hole that they just cannot get out of.
41-30. Norwin over Laurel Highlands. It's the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on the WMBS YouTube page, South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Prisoner Dental, Uniontown Dental Associates. Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Or maybe it's time for a new denture. Call the office of Dr. Jonathan Krisner and Dr. Jennifer Haar at Uniontown Dental Associates. Thanks to their in-office denture lab, they can make your new denture faster than other offices and can offer same-day denture repairs. Call their office for your appointment today at 724-438-0241.
And
well,
again, go ahead, Gary. Go ahead.
TJ, it's just unbelievable how this is happening to the Mustangs repeatedly. And they're not turning it over here tonight, but 6 turnovers in the second half, 4 in the first half, but just cannot find any offensive connections here late in the second half. Just 9 points in the third quarter, and yet to score here in the fourth.
After a great first half. So let's see if they can cut into the lead. Black with it now. There's Layton to Martin. Martin looking. Now Koffler, long 2 off the front rim.
Cannot buy one.
Wilson on the rebound. Wilson takes it the whole way in, lost the ball, but he's fouled.
That's going to be 15 fouls, so the Norwin Knights will be at the line the rest of this game with 5:08 to go, and that's Koffler's first, but the team foul, his second. Team foul number 5 is just a killer, putting Wilson at the line, and he's the best foul shooter for Norwin.
So here comes the first, and it's good. Net barely moved. 42-30. Norwin extends the lead.
5 for 7 at the line so far for Noah Wilson, and he's just coming to life here in the fourth quarter, carrying the Knights.
Second is good. They're outscoring Laurel Highlands 13-0 right now in this fourth quarter.
And another turnover.
Wilson steps right in front
lazy
of the pass. Oh, and he missed the shot. Big offensive rebound, put up and in by McCullough.
When it rains, it pours.
I was just going to say that. 45-30. Mustangs now outscored 15-0 in this quarter. Now we're going to have a foul here on the Knights.
That's just their third team foul, so no chance for shots at the line for the Mustangs. That really hasn't been a strength of the Mustangs here tonight anyway. 9 for 18 at the line.
That's Luke Denny's third. 4:45 left, but the Knights lead at 45-30. Laurel Highlands yet to score in this fourth quarter. Into Black. Black drives the left side, can't get it to go, but a foul. He slaps the padding out of frustration there.
That's going to be on McCullough, his third. Team foul number 3, and that's going to put Aiden Black at the line. So far tonight, 4 for 6 at the line.
Need some points here. First shot is good. That's the first point for Laurel Highlands here in the fourth, being outscored 15-1 right now.
Maybe that'll take the lid off.
Yes. 45-31 now. Here's the second. Got them both. That's 10 points for Black, 45-32. They'll press now. Wilson gets it ahead to Wiggins. Wiggins to McKnight. Almost lost it. Back to Wiggins. Cross court to Wilson.
Norwin could take some time off the clock. They don't need to. To the hoop. Foul and a bucket again for Wilson.
That's going to be his third three-point play here in this quarter, Gary.
And that foul's on Martin, his first. Team over the limit. Just no one stepping in front on that drive. Got to have ball sight to be able to help on those drives. And he's just not going to miss the rest of the way.
Make it 48-32. Now at the other end, Black throws up. Wasn't a pretty-looking shot, but he got it to go. That's all that matters. 48-34. Need defensive stops now. Wilson.
No need for the Knights to be in a hurry.
Not at all. Cooch. Now to Wilson. Now dumps it off. Nice ball moving. Here comes McCullough for 3. It's off the rim. Rebound, Suchevitz. And Black brings it up now. He'll step into a 3. Way off. Yep, air ball. Not even close. We got Ringer coming in for
Suchevitz.
And we're going to have a couple subs here. One sub, that is going to be Cooch in for Norwin. 3:42 to go, 48-34 in favor of Norwin. Almost lost it in the backcourt was Wilson. Gets it over to Cooch. Cooch to Denny. Now McKnight. Working it around. Knocked away by Black. They go for it. And
off
it is
Black.
off
They're
of Black. It'll stay with Norwin.
The frustration is evident on the Mustang squad right now. Just 4 points in the quarter. 18 for Norwin.
Into the backcourt to McKnight. McKnight with it at center, and the Knights can wind some time. He takes off down the right side of the lane, blocked. Blocked by Koffler.
Nice play there by Ethan. Final over at Uniontown. South Allegheny 54, Uniontown 44.
First loss of the year for the Red Raiders.
By 10.
Wow. Here it's 48-34. Norwin coming up on the 3-minute mark. Black with it now. Black working it over. That's Martin with it on the right side. Around the perimeter it comes. Ringer to Black. Black down the lane. It's blocked. I believe that was Cooch on the block. Here comes Wilson for the Knights. Dribbling away.
Why are you taking those shots?
McCullough.
That's why.
Deep in the left corner. 51-34. That's up on this Black.
Trying anything right now to get back in the game, but it's, I think, out of control now.
Being outscored 21-4 in the quarter, if I'm correct.
You're exactly right.
Wilson to Cooch.
They don't need to shoot ever again.
No, they can just wind the time here. Any foul, by the way, will put them at the line for 2. As Laurel Highlands already over the bonus. And they're going to get a basket and 1 there for Wilson, and he's going to have another chance at a 3-point play. He's had, I believe this will be his 4th 3-point play attempt in this quarter.
It is, and that's a foul on Koffler, just trying to draw the charge, just did not get there in time. And it's out of control.
All because of the 4th quarter shooting woes. Yep. 23-4 now they're outscored. Make it 24 as Wilson makes another 3-point play.
It's a 20-point game. It was tied at end of 3.
54-34. 3 ball at the other end, no good. Wilson with it now. McCullough. And the Knights don't have to shoot here. Then stepping in for the foul is Martin.
And Martin saying he was fouled, but they're going to call it on him, and that's going to put the Knights at the line. At least it stops the clock, but
this will be.
It's going to be to no avail.
Yep, this is going to be McCullough now at the line. He has 11 points. And here's first is an air ball. And we've seen some air balls on foul shots, air balls from 3-point shots tonight.
This next one will be a swish, don't worry.
And McKnight out and Max Lewandowski in for Norwin. They lead by 20. Here's the second. Good.
Told you.
You were right. I didn't doubt you. 55-34. Layton to Koffler. Tries to get it back into Layton. It's loose on the floor, and they're going to call foul on Norwin here.
Yep. That's on Denny, his 4th. And still not on the bonus for the Mustang. And back in will be DJ Pratt, and Martin will step out.
1:38 to go here in this 4th quarter. 3-ball Koffler can't get it to go.
Just can't buy one.
A train wreck 4th quarter here for Laurel Highlands has done them in after playing 3 solid quarters, Gary.
I think it was a plane crash, not a train wreck.
And we talked about it earlier, just Laurel Highlands
just gets these droughts.
Yep, and can't play a complete game, and they did that up until this 4th quarter. Knights just working it around here, coming up on a minute left. They, as you said, don't have to take another shot. McCullough just dribbling around.
Might as well foul.
And it's knocked out of bounds.
Yeah. He lost it himself. Wow.
Koffler knocked it away, so back to the Mustangs. 58.7 to go, but unfortunately the deficit is great at 55-34.
With 57 seconds remaining.
Suchovitz brings it up for Laurel Highlands. Now it's Pratt. Pratt with it. Takes off down the lane, puts it up, and it falls in for DJ Pratt. 55-36.
6 points in the quarter. Wow.
So Norwin again here. They don't have to take another shot. Lewandowski with it now. Down to 26 seconds.
Really, foul's not going to help either.
Not really. And they'll just work it around here. That's Steph Giannikis in there now. Down to 15 seconds. I think this is, there's a steal by Layton. Here's Ringer. Gets it ahead to Pratt. Stops, puts it up and in for Pratt. So 4 points for the senior on senior night, 55-38. And that's how it's going to end. It was promising early, but a fourth quarter shooting drought does Laurel Highlands in, and they lose 55-38 as the Knights improve to 7-8 on the season, and the Mustangs have now lost 12 in a row, and they fall to 2-15. Postgame show is next. It's a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on the WMBS YouTube page, South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. UPMC Rehab Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community. They treat sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacement, hand injuries, and other conditions. You can call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access, and they can contact your doctor for you. 724-437-7500. Looking for a dentist, Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Let's see here. Believe we are in good shape. Oh no, one more here. Are you considering a project design and you don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional, civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility combined with our personalized approach is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority. And from chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business. 724-439-8600. Time now for our post-game show, and it is brought to you by Peachin Pharmacy. Peachin Pharmacy in downtown Connellsville. Peachin Market, same hours and free prescription delivery. And our post-game stats, they are courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Mr. Frankhauser.
Thank you, TJ. And disappointing fourth quarter for the Mustangs here on senior night, being outscored 25-8 in the fourth quarter, going in tied at 30, and just did not concentrate on the defensive boards, unable to get any quality shots at the hoop, and really went south there in the fourth quarter. So the Mustangs with 10 in the first. They led 10-6 after the first. 11 in the second, 9 in the third, and 8 in the fourth quarter. Just 17 points in the second half for the Mustangs, TJ. That's just not going to get it done. For Norwin, 6 in the first, 12 in the second, 12 in the third, 25 points in that fourth quarter. And in that second half, the Norwin Knights picked up 14 rebounds, and most of those were offensive rebounds for a total of 27 rebounds to the Mustangs, a total of 19 rebounds. So they just did not have the ability to keep the Knights off the board for those second chance opportunities and three-point opportunities for the Norwin Knights. Scoring for Norwin, Dylan McCullough with 12 points. He had 6 in the fourth. Luke Denny with 4 points. Nathan Cooch with 5. Leading the way, Noah Wilson with 14 points in that fourth quarter for Noah Wilson, and 8 of those were from the foul line. Max Lewandowski with 3, Chris McKnight with 6, and Mario Zukas with 2 3-pointers in the second quarter for his total of 6 points. The Norwin Knights also were 11 for 16 from the foul line. For the Mustangs, Suchevitz with 2, DJ Pratt with 4 in the fourth quarter for his 4, Ethan Koffler with 12, did not score in the fourth quarter, Jaden Ringer with 6, Aiden Black with 12, Shane Leighton did not score here this evening, Sevi Vecchiola with 2 points for their total of 38 points on the night. That is probably a low for the Mustangs for the season, and they had the opportunity to keep it at that low scoring total to stay in the game, but they just could not put it in the hoop in the fourth quarter.
And that really did them in, Gary, in our post-game stats, courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. So, final thoughts as we close out tonight, and now it's back to section play the rest of the way, and the Mustangs will have a tough Elizabeth Forward team in here on Friday night, who beat the Mustangs back on January the 2nd, 87-75 at Elizabeth Forward.
And we were at that game and saw Elizabeth Forward come out shooting lights out in the first half, just draining threes. The Mustangs came back in the fourth quarter with their own list of three-pointers, but that was not enough. Again, digging a huge hole, which they were not able to get out of, and the Mustangs just do not have the offensive power to come from behind. So when they have the opportunity to keep it close, they just have to find a way. And I think tonight, one of the biggest problems they had was defensive rebounding. They let the Norwin Knights get many second chance opportunities, especially in that fourth quarter, and it certainly told the tale of tonight's contest.
Well, Gary, pleasure to work with you again, and we'll
As
do it
always,
again
pleasure
soon
for me
hopefully.
and you.
And that does it here for tonight. The Mustangs now dropped to 2-15. They've lost 12 in a row, and they will host Elizabeth Forward on Friday night, and we'll have that here hopefully on our WMBS Facebook page. If not, it'll be on our YouTube page, also the South Union Township Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Norwin on the other side has now won 2 in a row. They're 7-8, and they will visit Cannon McMillan on Friday night. So that does it here tonight for Laurel Highlands. From Laurel Highlands on senior night, our final score, Norwin 55, Laurel Highlands 38. For Tiffany Kessler on the camera, Gary Frankhauser, I'm TJ DeStefano. Hopefully you enjoyed our action here tonight, and we'll talk to you Friday night as Laurel Highlands will host Elizabeth Forward. You've been listening to the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on the WMBS YouTube page, South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Good night, everybody.